This is the afternoon of Monday, March 2nd, 2026. Good afternoon, everyone. The war between the United States, Israel, and Iran continues to escalate more and more. On the side of Iran, so many casualties have been recorded. According to the Iranian officials, they confirmed that over 500 and something people have been killed, of which the normal civilians who are not part of the Revolutionary Guard or people that are loyal to Ayatollah, they are about 110 as of the time of finding this report. That is the number available. Then, if I have the power to stop United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, not to join this war against Iran, I will do it. This is not because I am supporting Iran, but I see it that these people, they have issued statements that they are going to join the war because Iran is striking them. According to them, they said it is unprovoked attack from Iran. And Iran is doing that because they are hosting US bases. That is just the reason why Iran is striking them. So, like Iran is pushing them to join the war, and it's going to overwhelm Iran when they join the war. So, I needed a situation. At least, this was supposed to be like Iran versus Israel. Now, US have joined. Other nations should not join Israel and US. Let them just do it like this. I understand that Iran is putting up a stiff fight. Yes, Iran has up to 250,000 missiles. And even though the Israel and US continue to strike the targets right now, it will take up to a month before their capacity will just evaporate and they will surrender, or they will allow the regime to change. Not that they will surrender, they will forcefully change the regime, okay? And those people will continue to oppose, small, and so on and so forth. So the incoming, strikes from these 5 Muslim nations is not going to be a child's play. Forget about it that you might say that Saudi Arabia, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, all these people that they don't have much military capacity. No, don't get it twisted. So if they strike Iran, I don't know how it's going to be. But Iran continues to strike them. Iran continues to provoke them. So that is apart. We'll come to that later. Then, in the midnight of today, I was even trying to sleep when I saw the news that the 3 US jets were shot down by Kuwait air defense system. Okay. And when you read the report from the Central Command, you will see where they put it, a friendly strike. Why do they use the word friendly strike? That was a mistake from Kuwait, but I do not blame Kuwait. Remember that US base is in Kuwait, and Kuwait have intercepted up to 27 missiles, ballistic missiles, that Iran fired in their country, from their country to Kuwait. So Kuwait activated their air defense system. They did not intentionally shoot down a US plane because they are working together. They are working with US. Okay. So the US F-16, they wanted to go and strike. And unfortunately, the air defense system have been activated. So they've got to, shoot down the 3 planes. But thank God, the 3 pilots are alive. So they ejected. Everyone is fine among them. But I do not blame Kuwait at all. They are defending their country. And maybe the air defense system is in autopilot. Anytime the radar detects something, they will fire automatic. Okay, I don't think that someone is pressing it because they're supposed to know that Iran don't have F-16 and all those planes that US is using. So it is so unfortunate, but it is part of the war. Okay, it is part of the war. Even though the mistake is from your side, that is part of the war. If the war is not going on, the planes will not be down. So it's part of the war. So Iran will even claim credit. By the way, Iran should beg reduce their propaganda. Thank God that at least I have some persons who are in the Middle East there who are confirming from various sources. Okay, I have lost connections with some persons in Iran. Okay, I've lost connections with them. So these are the people who are telling me real-time experience of what is going on. Now, let me tell you, Iran is trying their best. Okay, don't get it twisted. Iran is putting up their best. I told you in my previous videos that this war is going to take up to 1 month. And I told you that the breadth of Iran is missiles. So that is what they have been doing for years. They have, produced missiles. They have produced also drones. They have produced drones. Remember that the drone that Russia is using right now is from Iran. The one they are using to strike Ukraine is from Iran. So Iran have been building their ammunition right from time. And they are doing this thing because Their mission is very simple. They want to change civilization. Yeah, Iran want to change civilization. And when I'm talking about Iran, I'm not talking about Persian Empire. I'm talking about this Islamic region in Iran. Recently, I just confirmed that Hezbollah is in Nigeria. Hezbollah is a, let me say, terrorist organization that Iran is sponsoring, just like Hamas. They are in Nigeria. So Iran have projects all over and they sponsor them. Iran have oil. They, if not because of sanctions, Iran is supposed to be one of the richest countries in the world. Okay? So they have what it takes to sponsor people. They have what it takes to do all these things. Unfortunately, they continue to sponsor these people. Why? Because they are hiding under Shiite Muslim religion, that they have the mandate to spread Islam all over the world. And they choose their enemies to be the West, because Western education, Western culture is prohibited before them. This is unfortunate. And they try to continue to force civilization on people. And for some of you who are quick to blame US, Israel, yeah, you might blame them. No problem about that. I'm not trying to argue that with you, but I want to let you know that there was an attempted assassination sponsored by Iran against Donald Trump. The last one was the one that the bullet, struck part of his ear. Let me tell you. What about if Donald Trump had been killed by Iran? Because Iran knows that, Trump is about to win and this thing is going to happen to us. They know right from time. So that was their fear. Why they were sponsoring people to go and assassinate him. Trump was granting an interview with ABC News. He said, he tried to kill me, but I got him first. This is the life we are living. It's all about agenda, interest. So what is going on in the Middle East right now is something that's supposed to happen. So unfortunately, it's supposed to happen. Because I understand that Iran is trying to bully everyone, draw everyone under their feet. Imagine if these people have been able to build a nuclear weapon. My God. Like, nobody can tell them what to do in the world. They will just come to Nigeria, do what they want to do, go to this country, do what they want to do. They will continue to do it using Iran will use their nuclear weapon against Israel. Because they have a policy of destroying this Jewish nation. It's a policy. So if they have opportunity to do it, they will do it. So I know that war is not good, and that is why I'm saying it's not good, but it is necessary. This war is very, very necessary. And for those of you who are terrorist sympathizers in Nigeria, who are supporting terrorists in Nigeria, be very careful. The world is changing. Do you see how many Muslim countries now that are against Iran? Do you know that even Egypt, these countries are keeping quiet too, but they do not support Iran? I gave you an example yesterday that why Israel was having confrontation with Hamas. The Egypt and Jordan, they locked their states. They locked their country. They shut their border so that these people will not enter into their country. But they are the same faith. They are the same. They're supposed to be the same culture. But they refuse that these are brothers will not enter their country. Why? Ask questions. Iran has done more harm than good. Yeah. Iran, they did something that is not supposed to be done. Okay. They came, in fact, they are, I think I should say they are illegal regime. Illegal regime because Iran have more than 2,000 years history, the Persian Empire. And these people came, they overthrown them, they hijacked power, they started changing army, they started changing law, they brought Sharia law. They hijacked the country. The country doesn't belong to them. They hijacked the country and they started doing what they are doing. Iran is the stronghold of Islamic world, especially the people who are too extreme to the extent of sponsoring terrorism. Iran is their head. Don't get it twisted. So I see everything that, yes, this regime is coming to an end, but it's not going to come to an end just for nothing. Yeah, they'll put up a stiff fight. A lot of people will follow them. They will try to kill Benjamin Netanyahu. They'll try to kill him. He will be a target, and he's an easy target. They will try to kill so many people. If they have the opportunity, they will kill more US soldiers, in addition to the 3 they have killed. So, Iran is not just a walkover country that you will walk over. But I thank God the war is happening now, because this war needed to happen. Iran needed to be stopped. I'm telling people in Nigeria, sponsoring terrorism have an expiring date. One day, you might just wake up and you are being surrounded. The Boko Harams, the ISWAP, the Hezbollah, Al-Qaeda, and so on and so forth. For their mind, they have conquered Nigeria. In their mind, they believe they have conquered Nigeria. Nothing is going on. But you know what? Very soon, very soon, so many people will also be crying about human rights in Nigeria. But why these terrorists are killing, nobody is crying about human rights. I was listening to Army spokesperson day before yesterday when he was talking about Boko Harams are Nigeria. By the virtues that they are Nigeria, we can forgive them, integrate them, we can do some programs for them. Are you kidding me? So you are saying these things about terrorists. Why can't you say that, Nnamdi Kanu is part of us, he's our brother, let us release him. This is a man that he has never carried a gun. Look at what is going on. So let's be careful. So that is what is going on. There are some things that needed explanation. What is going on is on the internet. Everybody can see it. But if I see some things that explanation is needed, especially when people are asking some questions, yes, I have access to information. What I don't know, I have access to it. I will still get the authentic information and I'll pass it to you. See you on my next video.
Over the past 36 hours, the United States and its partners have launched Operation Epic Fury, one of the largest, most complex, most overwhelming military offensives the world has ever seen. Nobody's seen anything like it. We have hit hundreds of targets in Iran, including Revolutionary Guard facilities, Iranian air defense systems. Just now it was announced that we knocked out 9 ships plus their naval building, all in a matter of literally minutes. Iran's formerly supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, is dead. This wretched and vile man had the blood of hundreds and even thousands of Americans on his hands and was responsible for the slaughter of countless thousands of innocent people all across many countries. Last night, all over Iran, the voices of the Iranian people could be heard cheering and celebrating in the streets when his death was announced. The entire military command is gone as well, and many of them want to surrender into saving their lives. They want immunity. They're calling by the thousands. Combat operations continue at this time in full force, and they will continue until all of our objectives are achieved. We have very strong objectives. They could have done something 2 weeks ago, but they just couldn't get there. Earlier today, CENTCOM shared the news that 3 U.S. military service members have been killed in action. As one nation, we grieve for the true American patriots who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation, even as we continue the righteous mission for which they gave their lives. We pray for the full recovery of the wounded and send our immense love and eternal gratitude to the families of the fallen. And sadly, there will likely be more. Before it ends, that's the way it is. Likely be more, but we'll do everything possible where that won't be the case. But America will avenge their deaths and deliver the most punishing blow to the terrorists who have waged war against basically civilization. They have waged war against civilization itself. Our resolve, and likewise that of Israel, has never been stronger. America is now again the richest, most powerful nation in the world by far. But the only reason we enjoy the quality of life that we do and the freedom and security is we have done things that others are unable to do. But it's because of warriors who are willing to lay down their lives to do battle with our enemies. And they do battle better than anybody. An Iranian regime armed with long-range missiles and nuclear weapons would be a dire threat to every American. We cannot allow a nation that raises terrorist armies to possess such weapons that would allow them to extort the world to their evil will. Not going to let it happen. We're not happening to us, and we're not going to let it happen to others. The United States has the strongest military the world has ever seen. I rebuilt our military in my first term. There's never been a military like we possess. And frankly, there's nobody even close, but we are now using that military for good. We want to have it for good purpose. We're undertaking this massive operation not merely to ensure security for our own time and place, but for our children and their children, just as our ancestors have done for us many, many years ago. This is the duty and the burden of a free people. These actions are right, and they are necessary to ensure that Americans will never have to face a radical, bloodthirsty terrorist regime armed with nuclear weapons and lots of threats. For almost 50 years, these wicked extremists have been attacking the United States while chanting the slogan, "Death to America," or "Death to Israel," or both. They are the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. We are the world's greatest and most powerful nation, so we can do something about what they do. These intolerable threats will not continue any longer. I once again urge the Revolutionary Guard, the Iranian military, police, to lay down your arms and receive full immunity or face certain death. It will be certain death. Won't be pretty. I call upon all Iranian patriots who yearn for freedom to seize this moment, to be brave, be bold, be heroic, and take back your country. America is with you. I made a promise to you, and I fulfilled that promise. The rest will be up to you, but we'll be there to help. Thank you. God bless you to our incredible warriors, and God bless the United States of America.